Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 4th of July and today we have to see 10 selected questions along with a few added facts at the end. So be attentive and be focused till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join me on Telegram by writing the channel's name like this. Thereon you will receive all the PDFs. You will recognize the channel with this logo there. And if you are finding my videos useful, don't forget to like the video, share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you receive all the notification of all the important videos from this channel and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Let's move ahead. First you have to answer one question in the comment section. The question is पौधे लगाओ पर्यावरण बचाओ has been launched by. These are the options. Read the options carefully then answer it in the comment section. Let's begin now. The first question. Dudhwa National Park is located in. So it is located in Uttar Pradesh. So here B is the right answer. It was in news because a very rare red coral kurki snake was spotted in Dudhwa National Park in Uttar Pradesh, Lakhimpur Kheri. This red coral kukri is a nocturnal non-venomous reptile feeding on insects and worms. It gets its name from its red-orange color and its teeth, which are shaped like Nepali khukri to break eggs. And its geological name is Oligodon kherinensis, which finds its roots in Kheri, a specific location. Since it is found mainly in Lakhimpur Kheri district of Uttar Pradesh, it is named after this Kheri location. That is why it is called as Oligodon kherinensis. And this is how this snake looks like. Next question now. Asadhi Ekadasi festival is famous in. So Asadhi Ekadasi festival is very famous in Maharashtra. So here B is the right answer. Asadhi Ekadasi is the 11th lunar day of the bright fortnight Shukla Paksh of Hindu month of Asad, which is June to July, and this holy day is of a special significance to Vaishnavas who are followers of Lord Vishnu. It also marks the culmination of pilgrimage undertaken by Varkari sects. Varkari sects are devotees of Lord Vittal. In exam, they may ask you that Varkaris are follower of which god or goddesses. So they are follower of or devotees of Lord Vittal from different parts of the state on their feet to travel hundreds of kilometers to reach temple town Pandharpur in Solapur district. And if you have not joined the test series yet and not aware of it, let me tell you once again that I am going to organize monthly current affairs test series from this very month. There will be 7 tests or tests in 7 different subjects. The questions in each subject will differ depending on the number of important topics in that subject, and the test will be organized in different heads, which will include test for polity, economy, international news, science and technology, environment, history and culture, and then there will be a test on a head called miscellaneous, which will include subtopics of awards, indices, personalities, sports, and other small topics will be included in this test. This 7 test will help you to conclude all the current affairs of the entire month. And not only that, I will also try to cover all the topics and related topics and applied questions in the test series so that all the topics may be covered in a comprehensive manner and you may be able to solve questions in your examinations of not only current affairs but also related to questions of general studies. And all the questions along with the detailed explanation of each and every questions along with the related facts will be provided in PDF formats. PDF formats will be provided via mail, or I will upload the PDF on the website as well. You can download from there as well. That is why it is necessary that you provide your valid email IDs while you enroll into the subscription plan of this monthly test series so that in future I may communicate with you via this active email IDs or via your contact number. There are 3 subscription plans for this monthly test series. The first one is for 1 month, which costs only rupees 79, while the second subscription plan will be for 3 months, which cost rupees 219. The third one is for 6 months, which cost only rupees 415. If you compare all these 3 subscription plan, it will cost lesser in third subscription plan compared to first 2, while the second will cost a bit lesser than the first subscription plan. In either of the plan, as your wish, many of you have already enrolled into it. So don't miss that opportunity. I will share the link in the comment section as well as in the description box. Tap on that link and enroll yourself in the plan of your own choice. Next question now. Which state become the first state to be complete door-to-door survey to prevent the spread of COVID-19? So Jharkhand became the first state in India to complete door-to-door survey to prevent the spread of COVID-19. And in Jharkhand, ASA workers who are referred in that state as Sahiya Didis have played an important role in this. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Drug Discovery Hackathon. It is an online competition to support drug discovery, and anybody from anywhere in the country as well as throughout the world can participate in this hackathon. This statement is correct, and it is a joint initiative of Ministry of Human Resource Development, AICTE, CSIR, and supported by partners like CDAC, My Government, Schrodinger, and Chem Action. This statement is also correct. So both of these statements are correct again. So C is the right answer. It is the first of its kind national initiative, and the objective of this hackathon is to identify drug candidates against SARS-CoV-2 by in silico drug discovery through hackathon and follow up chemical synthesis and biological testings. Next question now. Permanent Court of Arbitration is headquartered in, so it is headquartered in The Hague, Netherlands. So here B is the right answer. It was established in the year of 1899, and it is an intergovernmental organization dedicated to serve the international community in the field of dispute resolution and to facilitate arbitration and other forms of dispute resolution between the states. And it has a dedicated fund which assists developing countries for all the cost borne during the arbitration or a dispute mechanism. And it was in news because recently Permanent Court of Arbitration or PCA has published an extract of the final award of the ad hoc tribunal constituted to settle disputes related to UN clause regarding Italian marine case between India and Italy. And in its award, it rejected India's contention that soldiers who were accused of killing Indian fishermen who were tried in the Indian courts and ordered India to cease all criminal proceedings. See what happened. In 2012, Indian police arrested two Italian marines who were accused of shooting two Indian fishermen near the Kerala coast. Perhaps they considered them pirates. That is why they shot them. Then Indian police arrested them and constituted a tribunal to proceed the criminal proceedings on those two Italians. However, later Italian government went to the PCA, and PCA in its final award rejected India's contention that soldiers who were accused of killing two Indian fishermen can be proceeded in India. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Van Mahotsav. It is an annual 1 week tree planting festival in India. This statement is correct. And it was started in the year of 1950 by the then Union Minister for Agriculture and Food, K.M. Munshi. This statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And Minister for Environment has called upon people to resolve to plant trees during the Van Mahotsav week, which is being held from 1st of July 2020. The next question now, very important. Consider the following statements about Astra missiles. It is a beyond visual range class of air-to-air missile system that can be mounted on fighter aircraft. This option is correct. This missile can be mounted on fighter aircraft, and it can target the adversary's incoming weapons even when it is beyond the visual range. And it is developed by DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization. So again both of these statements are correct. So C is the right answer. And recently Defense Acquisition Council, which is highest decision making body for acquisition and purchase of any military equipments for Indian Army or all three armed forces of India, approved the several proposals for buying missile system and additional fighter jets. Remember that this Defense Acquisition Council is chaired by Minister for Defense, and the government will buy 33 aircrafts, which will include 21 MiG-29s from Russia and 12 new Sukhoi 30 fighters from Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. In the context of ongoing tensions between India and China at the Galwan Valley, and the government will buy Pinaka ammunition, Astra beyond visual range air-to-air missiles, land attack cruise missiles with a range of 1000 km among others. And Pinaka ammunition, it is an all-weather indirect fire free flight artillery rocket system, and this Pinaka ammunition is also developed by DRDO. This land attack cruise missile system is also developed by DRDO, and this will help to increase the range of BrahMos missile of India. So most of these acquisitions are being taken from DRDO. However, government is also purchasing MiG-29 aircraft from Russia, and India has also requested France to deliver Rafale aircraft as soon as possible, which French government has agreed upon. The next question now. Consider the following statements about MiG-29 and Sukhoi 30 fighter jets. Let's see. MiG-29 fighter jets is a twin-engine, multi-role fighter jet developed by Soviet Russia in 1970s. However, since then, these MiG-29 fighter jets have been upgraded several times. This statement is correct, and remember this fact that it is a twin-engine, multi-role fighter jets. The Sukhoi Su-30 is a twin-engine again, two-seated, super maneuverable fighter aircraft developed by Russia's Sukhoi Aviation Corporation. This statement is also correct. So this Sukhoi 30 fighter aircraft has been developed by Russia's Sukhoi Aviation Corporation, and when India entered into an agreement with the Russian government, Russian Sukhoi Aviation Corporation along with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited were jointly developing this fighter jet. So again here C is the right answer. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. The next question now. Where is the headquarters of International Police Organization, in short called as Interpol? So it is headquartered in Lyon. So here B is the right answer. And it was in news because Iran has issued an arrest warrant for US President Trump and has requested Interpol to issue red notice and detain him and others who they believe that they carried out drone strike that killed Iranian General Qasim Soleimani in Baghdad on January 3rd this year. You must have heard the news of that Qasim Soleimani was killed in drone attack in Iraq. And Interpol is an international organization facilitating international police cooperation against cross-border terrorism, trafficking and other crime. So please appreciate this fact that Interpol is not a group of police. It just facilitate international police cooperation, that is police cooperation between the police of two countries. And this body was created in 1923 and it is an independent international organization and it is not a part of United Nations. Now this statement is very important that Interpol is not a part of United Nations, and Interpol releases 8 type of notices, out of which 7 are color coded. What are these notices? Let's see in detail. Red notice. Red notice is issued to seek location and arrest of a person wanted by a judicial jurisdiction or an international tribunal with a view to his or her extradition. This red notice is simply referred to as international warrant for arrest. The next one is green notice. In green notice is issued to warn about a person's criminal activities if that person is considered to be possible threat to public safety. While the blue notice is issued to locate or identify or to obtain information on a person of interest in a criminal investigation. So in exam they may ask you the difference between these different types of notices. Remember the purpose of each and every notices. Blue notice to seek information of a person. Yellow notice is issued to locate a missing person or to identify a person who is unable to identify himself or herself. So whenever a person visit to any country and unable to identify that whether or where he or she is located, so in that scenario Interpol may issue an notice to locate that missing person, while black notice is issued to seek information on an unidentified body. So whenever any authority or any police of any country found a dead body which is unidentified, then they may seek cooperation from Interpol, and Interpol may issue a notice called as black notice to seek information on that unidentified body. Then another one is orange notice. It warns for an event or a person, an object or a process representing an imminent threat and danger to persons or property. While there is purple notice, which is issued to provide notification or information on modus operandi, procedures, objects and devices or hiding places used by criminals. So remember here two objects. That purple notice include notice for objects, devices, or hiding places used by criminals. The last one is, which is not color coded, is Interpol UNSC a special notice. This notice is issued to inform Interpol's member that an individual or an entity is under United Nations Security Council sanctions. The next question now, Dharma Chakra Day will be observed on, so it will be observed on 4th of July. So here A is the right answer. And the day marks the Buddha's first teaching after attaining enlightenment to the first five ascetic disciples on the full moon day of Asad at Deer Park in Risipatna, which is in the present day of Sarnath near Varanasi. Now let's see some more facts. Senior diplomat Indra Mani Pandey has been appointed as the next ambassador and permanent representative of India to the United Nations and other international organizations in Geneva. Remember the name? Indra Mani Pandey. So I hope you find the video useful. Don't forget to like and share. Subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.